오랜만입니다. 2주 정도 됐나요? 자전거 타고 폭포 갔다 온 지가 이제 2주 정도 됐는데 그 사이에 저는 뭐 했냐면 동티모르에 왔었을 때 버킷리스트 중에 하나가 다이빙 자격증에 따는 거였어요. 오픈워터 자격증에 따는 거였는데 저랑 같이 왔던 동기분이랑 그 다음에 DHL에서 일하는 인도네시아 친구랑 이렇게 해서 다이빙에 등록을 했습니다. 그래서 총 수영장 1번, 그 다음에 바다 총 4번 이렇게 하면은 이제 오픈워터 코스가 끝나게 되는데 내일부터 수영장 실습을 하게 됩니다. 제가 하는 업체는 티모르 로사레였나? 다이브 로사레였나? 거기가 제일 유명하고 사람들이 제일 많이 하고 또 시설도 제가 가본 바로는 제일 좋았어요. 가격도 제가 3군데를 가봤는데 3군데 중에서도 가장 싸게 오퍼를 줘서 거기에서 하려고 합니다. 그래서 내일 보시죠. 들어가 있지 왜? 오늘 하시는 분이랑 만났어? 주전지. Hello, good morning. 오 귀여워.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We know you did the work. I'm sorry about that. Do you want to come in and pay the balance? Yeah.
So you have to pay me $6 back, right?
Yeah. I can give you a chance. Sorry.
Okay. 오, 누나 되게 좋아하는데? 저거 받으려고.
Such a complainer.
Okay, so you must be our instructor?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm Fanny.
Fally.
Fanny.
Fanny.
Fan.
Fan.
Me.
Nee. Oh, okay.
What are your names?
My name is Moon.
I'm Kim.
Okay.
Rogi.
Romy. But this one is really more for me than for you.
Hi, my name is Susan. I'm the other student during this course. I think so.
Yes. Nice. So you don't know each other?
Yeah. We only know your name.
Okay.
So since you don't know each other, we can do a small introduction. So my name is Fanny. Originally I come from Hong Kong. I've been diving since I think like 20 years.
Wow.
Instructor since 10 years. Yeah, so you can give me a brief introduction of yourself and then maybe like what's your motivation for learning to dive now?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want Morocco and you get a chance to take a week off, or get a week,
Yeah.
then go
To
on a
Egypt.
liverboard on the Red Sea. Yeah, because that is stunning diving.
Do you mind if I carry my action cam underwater?
No, you can.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got to still focus on your buoyancy.
Right.
Not the camera.
Yeah.
So you're going with us, right?
Yeah.
But you're not diving. You are or
Yeah.
not? You are.
Yeah. You wait and see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's some, they're called forins, a low-lying covering, and that's probably the first thing that starts to
Yeah.
watch out for them. Oh, I got a good one in the back of my leg last night.
I assume experts all measured everything and found a sweet spot for the wreck.
I don't know if we were experts, but
But
we advised the Timorese Navy on where to put it
right.
and how to clean it before they put it in. They put it in the right place. They didn't clean it at all.
I wish I could see the toilet tub.
Yeah, we can do that.
That was intentionally put in, right?
Oh, the toilets were always there. That's where they were. So when I say it wasn't cleaned up, when it went down, the toilets still had the toilet seats on them. So I took them off, and the inside hull was all the insulation was still in there on
So
the
can
outside.
I still use them?
Yeah, and they will be self-flushing. And also I discovered where a lot of the oil was, because the oil rises.
Right.
So all of the insulation on the roof was like soggy, thick, full with oil.
Oh.
So when you're pulling it off, you're getting covered in oil. I literally come out of there and it was like I'd been at the day spa. All the skin was oily, but not in a nice way. And we still haven't finished the job.
They didn't deplenish the tank.
They didn't take the fuel, they didn't take the oil out, so when it went down, it was, if you break it open underneath, it's just like soap, because it's the effect of salt water interacting with the oil that's coming up through the metals. So the locals have called this dog Rambo. I'm going to immediately rename the dog.
Yeah.
Sosa semana oi? We can do obviously water movement out there,
Yeah,
past
I
the
can
reef,
see that.
but not so much inside. So you can see how different the entrance is. When waves come, go sideways.
Yeah, sideways.
Alright, so let's just swim out a little bit.
Yep.
And do your buoyancy check first to make sure you're good. Come straight back up if you go below. Alright, so let all the air out. Good. So yeah, we've got a little bit of current. Let's swim in a little bit. A little bit closer to shore and then we'll be out of the current. love that stuff. And we have hot sauce,
Yep.
hot soy sauce, and we've got chicken rice, spring rolls, and banana bread.
Wow, okay.
He's a real leaner. He leans right into it.
Susan?
Susan! You!
Yeah. I think it's her.
She was gone within
But like,
a second.
we were concentrating on something. Just before that, I saw her. You alright?
Are you okay? Yeah?
I'm good. I just get lost.
Just tell me though, you didn't accidentally hit that inflator button again?
I didn't.
Okay, good. So you're okay then. Alright. No stress.
Yeah.
You did what you should have done. You got lost.
I just
You
not
went
sure.
to the surface. No, it's great.
I just not sure if I should like stay on the surface
Yes.
or I should
Well done.
go find.
Yeah, no, 100% stay on the surface.
Okay.
Excellent. That's a good question to ask if you're not sure.